Hey, what's up, good people? How you doing? Happy Sunday. Listen, I just want to talk about a few things. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Larry Jones. This is Stock Up with Larry Jones. This is Studio C. On Sundays, I give an inspiration. I talk about stocks for a minute, but today I am going to talk. Oh, first of all, this is brought to you by Moo. Okay, you can get up to 8.1% on your money. That's going to be on this video. That's going to be the top link below in the description. And then after that will be a class. Let's get right into it. Look, we've been lied to. Okay. And I know I've made You've Been Lied To video before last year, but it's so many lies that's reverberated throughout generations. And then I want to talk about my inspiration, which is you paid for this seat. You paid for this seat. So I'm going to stick a pin in that. You paid for this seat. But let me tell you guys something. You've been lied to. I watched a video yesterday of a young lady, looked like she's in her early 20s, in her car. There's multiple videos like this going around on these internets, as my uncle would say. And I would tell you that she was crying, talking about, she's got a degree and she can't afford to go out on weekends, and she can't afford the house, the dream house that she wants, and all of that. Well, I'm going to tell you, young lady, and everybody that's posting these videos, especially for those of you that are like in your mid-20s, fresh out of college, and your first year of real life. You've been lied to. Your mother and your father was lied to, and your grandmother and your grandfather was lied to. Who were they lied to by? This system. We were lied to by this system. You were lied to, and I was lied to about this system. We were taught to go to school, get an education, and then go to college and get a higher education. We were taught to get in debt. We were taught to get in crushing school debt that you'll be paying. The average person 20 years later is still paying for their student loan. Why? So you can get a job just to make enough to pay your rent and that student loan back, right? And so this is not a bash against higher education. There's numbers to support that. But listen, I'm going to tell you that in a lot of cases, the people that go to community colleges, they're through paying for it when school is over, they're making more money than you. They're happier than you, and they got less debt and more money than you. Listen, I'm going to continue to tell you guys the truth that this system was created for the herd, so the 5%, so the 95% can take care of the 5%. These are just, to me, these are facts. Now, I'm going to just say that these are facts. They lied to you. And it doesn't matter what party you're in, you're being lied to. I dare you to pull up a graph of our top, the reps and the Dems, right? The top reps and the Dems, and look at how they every quarter, every year outperform the S&P, right? They kill it. And you'll see blue and red, right? But they keep perpetuating the lie because you and I are down here, peasants, fighting the battle of these kings. You've been lied to. You've been lied to. For those of you that are in the big cities, you've been lied to. And these political parties, they keep having you vote for them over and over and over. They come in, they infiltrate your churches, they infiltrate your communities and tell you why you need to vote for them. And then they put you under back-breaking taxes. They put you under back-breaking prices, and it's generational. They didn't start with you. It started with your mom and your grandmama now, right? I'm going to get to the good part of this, right? So you go to school, you get in debt. Some of you can't afford school, right? And you working all of your life just to pay bills. I've said it before. The difference in someone making $50,000 and $150,000 is the amount of your mortgage and your car note. Both are 3 paychecks away from being flat broke. This is the truth. And so what we have here is a vicious cycle. So what can you do? Now, you and I, especially here at Stock Up, we're making money. We're making money with our phones. Some of you guys make money on your way to work. Leave me a comment if that's you. Leave me a coffee cup if that's you. You make money on your way to work. You making money while you're at work. Some of you guys have been making more money trading than you've been making at your job. Okay? But here's what I'm going to tell you to how you can get over the lie. I had a last week, I was talking about side hustles, and a lot of you guys chimed in about your side hustles. For the young lady that's crying in the car, talking about you can't go out, you can't pay bills. I'm going to say this, and it's going to sound hard. It's going to sound harsh. Grow up, put your big girl panties on. I'm Larry Jones. I don't care. For you guys that are crying the same thing, especially if you're in your 20s, grow up and put your big boy drawers on. Now, you want to cry about it. You want to sit. I don't want to see another video of somebody sitting in their cry talking about how they can't make it if you're not willing to fight back. If you're not willing to do something about it, shut up or put up. Now, I'm Uncle Larry. I'm telling you the truth. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you, young lady that's crying in the car that looks like you're around 25 to 26, maybe. Don't go out. Don't go out for the next 2 years. Invest 20% of your income. If you can't afford that, sell your car, get an apartment that's half the price of yours. I don't care if it's a studio apartment, and pick some new friends. Pick the friends that will come to your studio apartment. I don't care if it's 500 square foot with a TV and a couch. Pick the friends that will be down with you for 2 years with ramen noodles. Pick the boyfriend or girlfriend that's going to be down with you for 2 years. And both of y'all work your jobs and then do your side hustles. And then if you are working your jobs and you downsize, you can afford to invest 30, 40, 50% and make that fun. Make that a game. I did it. You know, I remember when I first got married, me and my wife was sleeping on a rollaway bed in a studio apartment. Okay. And we weren't complaining as much as you guys are complaining. Now, am I saying don't complain? No, I'm saying you've been lied to. So now what? What are you going to do? Now I'm going to flip to my inspiration. I'll be back to the stock stuff Monday because a lot of people need to hear this. What are you going to do? Listen. Some of you that are older that have woken up and see what's going on and you've been doing something about it and you've been learning and earning, you paid for your seat. My sister Debbie Scott yesterday called me and we were talking about how, you know, in the early days when we were struggling, when I was in that studio apartment and I was struggling, I had lost everything. I literally got to the point where I was privately sleeping in my car. I didn't tell my family because I was embarrassed. But I did something about it. I woke up and I realized that we were being lied to. I'm telling you guys, you're being lied to. They won't let anybody come in your high schools or your colleges and teach financial education. They'll let the credit cards go rampant. Look at the entire system that you just paid for. Then we will pump you, especially for you ladies. You're making $45,000 a year and society tells you need to have a $50,000 wedding. And that's all you are, just juiced up on that. Well, I'm going to say this on a Sunday, and I know I'm going to get to the positive stuff. You're a sucker. You are an absolute sucker. If you are making $45,000 a year and you're going to spend $50,000 on a wedding, that ain't going to last. Y'all ain't ready for the truth. Y'all ain't ready for the truth. Please talk to your sons and daughters, good people. Brothers, talk to your daughters. Daughters, sisters, talk to your sons. Come on, let's get real, right? Listen, I'm telling you that if you hook up with somebody and they don't have the same financial goals as you, they don't deserve you. They don't deserve you. They don't deserve you. So now, let me move forward. I just need to say that. You paid for this ticket. You pay for this ticket. For those of you that are smarter, that are learners and earners, you pay for this seat. When you go to that concert and you got your ticket in your hand and somebody else is sitting in your seat, you go, excuse me, this is mine. That receipt, that's proof that you paid for this ticket. And so that's what my sister was telling me. You paid for this ticket. You paid for this seat at the table. I remember the days. But then I remember when you were working and driving Uber. But what did I do with that money, young people? I didn't blow it on party. They were, oh, we going this here. Bye. Have a nice time. I got goals in different area codes. All right. I got goals. Right. And you guys got goals. You paid for this ticket. You paid for this seat. And the fact that you're coming here and learning every day, and then some of your friends are not, but then they're going to come back and ask you for money. Don't give it to them. You paid for this ticket. You've earned this seat. You've curtailed your spending. You've woken up and realized that there are consumers and creators and nothing in between. And so you're either a consumer or you're a creator. I'm going to open up another broker account. I'm going to open up a Robinhood, and eventually one of the brokers that I'm talking about is going to start doing fractional shares. And the set it and forget it, I got one that I just set it and forget it. I showed you guys that with the crypto mining companies. But we need to find as many brokers that we can to set it and forget it, where it's buying automatically. So we earning money in our sleep. I dare you to do it. So I don't have Robinhood. I got 7 other portfolios, but I'm going to open up a Robinhood, and I'm going to just build a portfolio. I'm going to build my own ETF. But I dare you. I'm going to leave with this. I dare you. Anything that you can't afford to buy twice other than your home and your car, right? Let's just put those to the side. Anything you can't afford to buy twice, don't buy it. And what I mean by that is, and I need someone to hear this. If you got a thing for Starbucks, that's cool. But every time you buy a cup of Starbucks, buy that much in stocks, in Starbucks stocks. Do the same thing for Walgreens, Walmart. You guys have heard this before. Apple, do it. Just do it. Just set it and forget it. Make it a part of your life. And then you are building wealth on automatic. I need you guys to get this message out to your nieces, your nephews, your kids. Just send them this video, because I'm here to tell you that my first job, I was getting paid $6.50 an hour, and I struggled for many, 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 many years. And I'm telling you guys right now that I'm in a position right now where I don't have to worry about money. My net worth is more than most people that retire at the age of 68. My net worth is way more than that. Why? And this is not braggadocious, because I want you guys to hear this, because they're going to move the goalposts. When they find out how we have woken up and how we are making money now, they're going to try to move the goalposts, even with investing. I'm telling you guys. I keep telling you guys the stuff that's going on. The government want to do this CBDC, right? This central bank digital currency, so they can track everything that you do. Then they put out the FUD on the Bitcoin and all of this stuff, and cryptocurrency and all this stuff. I'm not a crypto fanatic, but clearly I could see what's going on. I could see that the biggest wealth managers are not only buying Bitcoin, but they own all but one of the mining companies. BlackRock, 10 trillion. I'm telling you guys, I'm showing you guys this. I'm going to keep showing you guys this until they shut me down. Because, listen, I'm telling you, it's enough money out here for all of us to get. You should not be worrying about your gas bill, your light bill, none of that. None of that. You should only be worrying about how much you're going to give to your kids and your grandkids. Open up them some custodial accounts, and let's get this money before they change the rules. That's what I want to talk about. So congratulations for you that bought your seat. And I know this is not as encouraging as most of my Sunday afternoon videos. But let's do what's right now. And then when you watch the Super Bowl today, that arena, that's you and I. That's us cheering on each other that we beat the system. So by the time they change the rules, we good. We got enough. We got enough money. We got enough money in the S&P 500. We got enough money in these blue chip companies, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Nvidia. We got so much money loaded up on that to where we can just live off of that. That's what the goal should be. So we do the hard work now. We build now. We do the side hustles now. But just saving your money is not working. That's a lie. You've been lied to. That money has to go to work. So you got to send that money to work. I'm going to continue to tell you guys the truth. I'll be here. And listen, they can't shut me down because God opened this door. And when God opens the door, no man could shut it. That's who we answer to. All right. The Creator sent me here to tell you the truth, and it's not costing you nothing. All right. Listen to me. You have been lied to, but it's time to shift. I love you guys, man. When you're rooting for your team, just remember, that's you and I on that field. Let them root for us. You paid for this ticket. Enjoy it. Love you guys. Live, love, laugh, and learn.